go ahead and make a connection with the pot, right? And this is before I met Petrocelli with the coke, right? So I'm dealing pot. I got a connection with this hippie-ish kid. He has a place on 3rd Avenue and 12th Street, 13th Street, around there. He works in a bar restaurant. He's kind of hippie-ish, you know. He was pretty big. He was pretty big in the pot business. He used to get the hydroponic,
Yep.
where they would grow it indoors.
Remember that stuff, yeah.
Plus, he used to get really exotic marijuana. Like back then, it was chocolate Thai stick.
Yeah, Thai sticks were the popular thing. They were all tied up and
Hawaiian,
stuff. Yeah, the Maui Wowie.
Humboldt County. And this was like big stuff back then, you know. I connected with him. We start dealing, right? I start off, you know, with a pound, build up 5 pounds, 10 pounds. Before you know, I'm taking 20, 30 pounds at a time. I was making decent money. You know, sometimes I make, you know, 300 a pound. Sometimes I make, you know, 1,000 a pound.
But you're moving weight.
I'm moving weight. I started supplying the manipulator. The manipulator had a little pot. Well, they had a big pot spot on Bay 23rd.
Okay.
And Beth. So
I remember
manipulator.
that area pretty good.
Yeah, there's a big pot spot there in the corner, you know. So when I had good weed, you know.
They wanted it.
Yeah, I go to him and, you know, and they were paying higher prices. I was getting it for a lot cheaper. But, you know, it was hundreds of dollars. It wasn't like, you know, when I started getting offered the coke and the heroin, you know. So I'm doing a deal with the hippie guy. His name was Dave.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm jogging my memory, right?
Yeah.
He's getting this pot off this Jamaican guy. The Jamaicans, he called them, right? It was Jamaican weed. It was really good weed. It was supposed to be like an exotic, I don't know what kind of weed it was, but it was like a high-end weed, right? So here I am. I got the cash. I'm supposed to give him the money. He's going to buy the pot for me, and then he's going to take whatever he, you know, and I'm going to get the, you know, the weed, right? So what happens, you know, through time, I built up trust with him. He built up trust with me, right? And I never forget the deal was about, it took about 30 grand to do the deal, okay?
It's a pretty big move.
So I go to the bar restaurant. I give him the 30,000. He's supposed to get the pot. Well, I see the Jamaican guy come in because it was a bar restaurant. So I'm at the bar. I see the Jamaican guy meeting with him, you know. But I don't see the big bag of fucking pot, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, he was like a kind of like late. He was always like, hey, dude. Like always like he was high. You know, he's like one of those laid back guys like he, you know.
Like it was buzzed.
Right. So anyway, the guy walks in, shakes his hand, and he walks back out, comes in with a big bag. So now I figure, okay, that's the pot, right? There was a basement downstairs. He takes the guy down the basement with the bag and himself. And the guy comes back up with no bag and walks out.
So you're thinking the deal's done at this point. The deal's done. Yeah.
Now I wait about 5-10 minutes. Then I go downstairs. As I'm going downstairs, he's walking back up. He's going, where is he? Did he leave yet? Did he leave yet? I go, no, yeah, the guy left. He says, oh man, he said, I think we got a problem here. What are you talking about? I go downstairs and we look and like he duped him. The way he had it packaged, okay, like he had it was weird. He had the pounds like where it looked like it was Jamaican, but then when you started digging inside the bale,
it wasn't the same.
It was like shake, they call it, you know? He runs back out, catches the guy down the block, walking to his car. I said, hurry up, get him back. Calls him back in, right? And tells him, you know, there's a problem here. And the guy goes, what do you mean? What do you mean? The guy didn't even know. He claimed he didn't know, right? And maybe he didn't know. Maybe they just gave it to him. He was just a runner, right? So we walk him back downstairs. This time, I'm downstairs in the basement waiting. I got a pistol on me. I got a .38 pistol, right? Guy comes down with him, and he's explaining to him. He opened up the bale, and he's looking. He's going, look, you know? And the guy's just looking at the bale, and he's just shaking his head. And I'm like, well, where's the money? You know? He said, I don't have the money. I said, well, I want my money back. I said, this is not the deal.
Yeah, take this and give me my money.
Pretty much saying that he gave the money to whoever he had to give it to. And so I get pissed off. pulled the gun out. I start pistol whipping him. Get him on the floor. I stick the gun right in his mouth. And he's screaming, "No, please." I got the gun right in his mouth. And I go like this to him. I said, "I want my fucking money back. You hear me?" I said, "You ain't going nowhere till I get my money back." Now I'm pissed off at hippie guy, right?
Sure.
He's in a panic. He don't know who to call, how to get a hold of whatever. I got this kid hostage down the basement. And I got pot that I paid for that.
That's
It's probably,
junk.
that's, I don't even know. It's probably not even worth $3,000. Who knows? So anyway, the hippie, the guy I was dealing with, his brother was a even bigger pot dealer. He used to supply, there was a guy in the Limehouse. It was called Limelight.
Limelight. The old church they turned,
seafood joint up in, on Canal, off, you heard of it, in Canal Street.
I know what you're talking about. But yeah, the Limelight was the old church they turned into a disco.
So there was a guy there who was like, at the time, he was like the biggest pot dealer in the city. It's called, they call him the priest or something like that. Yeah, it was like I might have it wrong, but he was a notorious.
Really?
Yeah, like for dime bags, ounces, everything. He was, his name was synonymous with
street level stuff?
Yeah, in the club, wherever.
Yeah.
Who supplied him was his brother. His brother, what I found out was all the pot that I was getting outside of this Jamaican pot was his brother. His brother would go to Humboldt County in California, bring back hundreds of pounds.
Wow.
He would be the one getting it from Hawaii, get all this exotic stuff. It was his brother really was the connection. So now what happens is Jamaican guys down in the basement, right? I can't keep them there. It's a business. But now I'm saying to myself, you know what? I'm doing your dirty work.
Yeah.
I didn't give the money to this Jamaican guy. I gave it to you. So now what happens is this guy's bleeding. He's got blood rolling down it from his head from pistol whipping him, right? I shoved the gun down his mouth 2 or 3 times already, right? He's on the floor in a fetal position crying. I'm saying to myself, wait a second. I'm looking at him. Dave, he's making it my problem. Why do I got to go get my money back? You get my money back because I give it to you.
Yeah, they're your connection.
So what I do, I let him go. Couldn't do nothing to him anyway. It's a business that's open. I don't want to do anything to him. I want to get my money back. I don't want to hurt anybody. He goes, I told Dave, I said, you know what? You're getting in the fucking car with me, all right? And you're giving me my fucking money back. You go collect it.
Yeah, why not? He's
crying to me, man, I didn't know. Too bad. I gave you the money you couldn't produce. I need my money.
Mm-hmm.
I get him in the car, and I take him down to the neighborhood, right? I take him down to the neighborhood. I'm driving him around. He's going, Frank, please, this, that. I get the gun, pull out the gun. I put it right to his head. I'm driving the car. I put it right to his head. I have him in the front seat. I says, I want my fucking money. I gave it to you. I want it back. I'll call my brother. I didn't know who his brother was. Then he told me everything that it's really his brother. Wow. Calls the brother up. Brother puts me out. He goes, man, they got me down on Mulberry Street. They're going to fucking blow my head off. And they had a guy downstairs. He's talking about day. It was just me by myself, you know? So anyway, he tells the brother said, can I talk to him? He says, hey, man, he wants to talk to you. I get him on the phone. He goes, I'll pay you the money. Let my brother go, I'll pay. I said, well, listen, I happen to like your brother. We're friends. I said, but you understand where I'm coming from, right? He goes, yeah. I ain't going to hurt him. All I want's my money. I said, when could you have it? He said, I can meet you in an hour. I'll have the money.
Okay.
I said, okay, good. Where you want to meet? He says, come to my place. No, I ain't coming to your place. So I picked a spot like in between. It was in Midtown. Like he was uptown, I was downtown. So I took his brother with me, right? I go up there, and his brother's hanging out in the corner. It was cold out, so everybody had like a bomber jacket on, you know? I pull up, roll down the window, and the brother immediately throws a paper bag in my car.
Okay.
Right?
You're assuming it's the money, I'm hoping.
I open it up. 3 stacks of 10, it looked like.
Yep.
You know? And he said, man, you could count it, count everything. I said, no, it looks good. Please count it. Because he looked like he was a preppy guy too. Like, you know, he was like, you could tell he was like an educated, they weren't just like, you know,
they weren't slobs, these guys.
They weren't street people. They were like, you know.
College kids type of thing?
Yeah, they were sharp.
Okay.
You know? So anyway, I'm pulled over, right? Open the light up, I'm counting 30 grand to my nose, right? I said, all right, we're good. It's okay, we're good and everything. I said, yeah. So listen, I'll drive your brother back. I said, if you want. Or you know what? No, I'll take him. I said, okay, good. And he went and took him. But that was the end of that relationship.
No.
Uno, shout out to my Usos, killing bills like Uma. Balls travel from Pluto, big truck soprano, gabagool and